Okay, so in this video, I will be solving the first exercise of activity number 6. Actually, I can do the other exercise, exercise number 2, because it's also very simple. There is only one thing that changes. So let's begin with what we have in here in the first exercise of the activity number 6. So in here, I think it says that, let me go to the Word file really fast. It says that someone can invest $5 million. So that will be the initial investment. And this is the data that we have to do the exercise. So let me write in here that the investment is $5 million. So let's begin. The first step, as always, is to write down the, now here, we're going to write down the initial investment. So we know that where we start in the US with $5 million. And as always, the first thing that you need to do is to convert or to simulate the future value of your investment if you stay in the US. So how do you do that? With the future value formula, it will be 1 plus the American rate, which in this case is 3%, so 0.03, and multiplied by the time frame, which is 3 months, so 90 over 360. This is the amount of dollars that you can get if you stay in the US. Now let's convert our dollars to Danish crowns. And let's see if it's better to do an investment in Denmark and then go back to the US. So we are going to use the spot rate. It is 6.1720. This spot rate is crowns over dollars. And how do I solve this? I need to multiply because I have dollars, and then in the exchange rate, dollars are at the bottom. So this is the amount of crowns that I will have if I convert them to Danish crowns. The next step is to invest the money in Denmark. So this times 1 plus the Danish interest rate, 5%, times 90 over 360. This is the amount of crowns that you will have in the future. And finally, I need to go back to the US. So I will have to use the forward rate to calculate this. So it will be 6.98. And this is crowns over dollar. So I will have to divide this over dollars. And according to this, I will have a profit of this amount of dollars, right? So that's how you solve the first exercise. And the second exercise is exactly the same thing. Sorry, it's copy. No. It's exactly the same thing. The only thing that changes is in, I think it's in here, in the dollar rate. Sorry, in the dollar interest rate, because I think in the second exercise, if you check the Excel, it says that the American rate is 4%. So we're going to change it to 4. And now we have a loss of $8,000. So that's how you solve the activity. It's very simple. The homework is more complicated, but there is a video explaining how I solve the homework. So I really encourage you to watch the video, because then you can solve the questions, but I will be on Zoom during the hour of the class if you have any questions.